Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Stang Dad GT here, and underneath the car, because we had some GoPro issues, we have Jake, who you saw on the Bullitt ATAC install video, ziptie_ST. Just a quick peek. His ST's up and running. We'll do a video later on this guy. There's lots of cool things going on with that car. But today we are here. As you can see, we took the belly pan off because we have a couple things we want to install. We got the eBay PP2 splitter. Jake had these to finish putting the ceramic coat vinyl coating on this, as well as the Bullitt lower grille. Just in case anyone's wondering cost, where I got the items, I can put descriptions and links below. But in the end, after a few discounts from buying both items, and I'm selling the upper Bullitt grille, I believe this the lower grille cost me about $130, and the lip cost about $100. Again, as I mentioned earlier, we had a little GoPro issues, and I had to start over with a different SD card. So we took this belly pan off. It really wasn't hard. I wanted to at least come under the car and show everything that you have to take apart for this project. So on the back here, just gonna light it. This is the back of the belly pan here. There are 4 7mm bolts, and on each side there are I'm on the driver's side, 2, 3, 4 pull tabs, and that will release the belly pan. Same on the passenger side. And then on the front here, kind of in the middle on each side, there's 1, 2 7mm bolts, and then really going all the way across over here, there's like another 10 or so. Pretty easy to take on and off. So that's how you take the belly pan on and off. We did jack the car up just so we have a little bit of room over there, so it wasn't too bad. And what he's working on right now, and I'll get down there in just a minute, is we're going to see if we can get this lower grille installed without taking the bumper off by going underneath the car. And it looks like, yeah, the lighting probably sucks right now. Let's see if I can get my phone light. But the clearance under there does look pretty good. We slide on under. So we can see here, we might have some clearance to do this without. We'll try. I mean, we were gonna have to get under here anyway with the splitter, so it's really not that big of a deal. You know, so it's basically a matter of releasing these black tabs from the blue clip above. Pretty standard for most grills. I believe my Ford Fusion was like this. I think I ever even replaced a grill on my old Accord, and it was very similar. So these are nothing new. So we'll see if we can get this job done here pretty quickly. So it still looks like you're able to take this off without taking the bumper off, just using a flathead and just a little bit of brute force. On each side, you do want to be careful of this one. It needs to be underneath this black piece, otherwise it jams in there and you can't pull it off. But really, on these bottom pieces, I put the screwdriver above and push down, and it released the clip from up there. And then opposite on these ones, you push up, and then this piece above it is foam, so luckily it doesn't kill the hand too badly, but it gives you a little bit of give, and you just pull on it as you push up, maybe with a flathead here. So we will finish doing this and see if we can get it off. What we did find out, if there's a few that get stuck, you can actually be very careful, because you were taking a flathead to the front here, and kind of pry and push. and it pops out. This last clip right here was a little tricky. It's in like this black piece, and it was actually easier to take it off from this direction and just wedge your flathead up there. But it is possible to take that lower grill off without taking the bumper off. This was a little bit in the way. I believe this is the adaptive cruise control. I could be wrong on that, but I do remember it being the sensor being in the lower grill. So now we'll try and get the other one on.
Should be all of them. There we go. Perfect.
This one here. All right, guys. Fitment's pretty decent. There's a little gap over there. It's not horrible. Definitely nice and tight over here. No, I think that'd be good.
Yeah, if you push them, they're not going anywhere. They feel like they're seated. The grill might just fit a little differently. So, it looks all good to go. Now we're going to reinstall the bottom piece, your splash guard, and then we're going to install the front lip. And yep, and we'll be good to go. Look like a whole new car.
When you install the splitter, which we'll take a look at here in a minute, it comes with its own screws. I got a few extra ones, really just two. I wanted to make sure that this lip over here wasn't able to be pulled off, so we put a little screw underneath there. I don't think the lights. Right over here, you can see a little screw under there. It does reuse two existing of the 7mm bolts. Those are the only two that the splitter will reuse, but the rest it comes with, there's big holes and small holes. So the small holes take the black, and the larger holes take the silver ones. And then when you're screwing into here, there's already some existing almost places to screw that weren't being used. I don't know if that's for like if it's a PP2 car, but you want to try and make sure you go into that. There's like a little gap here into that silver piece there, because it seemed to grab a little bit better. Well, you can see it just goes all the way around. It really wasn't too bad with the car jacked up. You know, obviously on your back, but with the front jacked up, it's just fine. So it's really good. Fitment is really spot on in my opinion. For the splitter, the fitment of the lower Bullitt grill, I'd say, is also pretty spot on. I would definitely recommend these so far. Obviously they're just put on when you drive. Maybe you may have run into other issues or whatnot, but all the fitment looks good. I think the front end, it makes a big difference on the front end. Looks really good. So we'll lower the car down and maybe back it out and kind of get a better shot with it out. It's not sunny, but at least out under the sky instead of in the garage. All right, we got the car pulled out here. Check out the lip. Fitment's really good. lower grill. I don't know how that lighting's doing. Let's step back. I think overall, this is a good investment. Take a look at Jake's car here. These things will be changing soon. I'll put a card in to my introduction to headlight retrofitting, but we are doing some pretty cool things with his headlights for these cars. These will not be the ones we're using. We'll use some that have definitely some clean lenses, throw some projectors in there, some demon eyes, some pretty cool things, some paint. His car is coming along. We'll be seeing this in the future as well. More to come on that. But it does look stock when you look at it. But we'll let you know right now it isn't. We won't give any other details. Just that it's not stock.